Anyway, so hello Aries. I am prophetic and yeah, so I'm going to do your zodiac reading for this week. So today is technically it's Thursday. I was gonna lie and say it's Wednesday, but it's Thursday. And I am actually using, I got my Bluetooth thingamajigers in here, and I think that I am recording. I'm recording, okay, by the way. And yeah, so this is going to be a reading for Aries. Anyway, Aries, first of all, it's like the third time that I've done this, and the last time, I'm just going to let you know what your cards were. Your first card was the Five of Pentacles, then it was the Moon, then it is the King of Swords, and then it was the Hermit, the Princess of Cups, the Princess of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Hermit, and the Nine of Wands as the outcome. Anyway, so that was what that was, okay. So I have this thing where I start off at the end for some reason. I totally need to get organized, and I will eventually. But let me clean this up, clean this energy up in a way. Up, in a way, please, thank you, God. As we prepare to get what we came out here to get. And that's some information about what's going to happen within the next week. You know, so from this Thursday until next Thursday. You know, I had intended to do these on Wednesday, but it's Thursday, so we're going to do from Thursday to next Thursday. I guess we'll do it for a week at a time. Alright. I'm using my Mystic Mondays. I love the way this deck feels and looks. I shuffle good with it. I have so many decks that I want to break in and try out, but I don't know. I've got this thing, right? So I've got the Dark Mirror deck, right? And then I've got my Mystic Mondays deck, right? And I'm like, who wants to get a deck that's like Mystic Mondays? Like, what is that all about? Like a Monday? I used to know somebody named Monday. I hope it was a big name. See, there's this thing coming out. I hope I'm doing this right, guys. Anyway, I'm doing it this way because it's a long story. And I like my stories to be good if they're gonna be long. Alright. Now, I really like my dress. The only thing is, I've been fixing it, like, from the moment I put it on. Like, yeah. You have to sit perfectly still for this particular outfit to be nice. I got some eyelashes on, and I know you can't see them because I am in the dark. Sometimes I'm in the dark, you know. Aries, you know how it is. Okay. No, actually, I think I like it in the dark. It doesn't matter how many lights I put up in this place of mine. It's always dim, and I kid you not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 lights, 5 extra lights. That's not including the kitchen and the vestibule area. Stupid thing is falling out. It's not stupid. I gotta stop saying stuff like that. And I will, and we will. And we'll rise up. Yeah. Alright, and this one too. It's not stupid. Where is it? Where did it go? I don't know where I'm at. I've had it with these things here. The thing is like, I listen to the replay and, oh, here it is. I listen to the replay and it sounds like you can hear the air conditioner. And the whole thing is, you check this out, right? So I have fans. I had like 3 fans in here. And I was like, I'm not doing no more readings until I get me an air conditioner. But I don't like the ACs because I don't like the artificial kind of air like that, right? So I finally break down. I get really, really, really hot. At the same time that I get really, really, really hot, you go to Amazon and they have a really good deal on air conditioners. And I'm like, whoa. Well, who knows? So I got the air conditioner. The air conditioner gets here. It's just as loud as the fans. Like whatever you're hearing right now, that's the air conditioner. Okay. I guess I should have gotten one that was like quiet. But I don't like to complain. Okay, so I've got my ear things on. Okay. Got my pretty dress on. I'm a Sag, by the way, with an Aries moon, so I be feeling you guys sometimes. And we're going to do this reading again here. Okay, now. This thing's coming out again. I gotta keep these things in here. Cross your fingers, Aries, so that I can post this video, because I need your help. I need your energy, your positive, good, loving energy, your fire energy. Hermit. The Hermit was out before. Where was this Hermit? I think the Hermit was in your hopes and fears position. Not the reading that I discarded. Alright. Nothing wrong with being a hermit, you know. Unless there becomes like an imbalance or something. But we've only got one card on the table, right? Now, Aries, here's the thing with me, though. I am a Sagittarius, and I have an Aries moon, right? So, I got this thing where I get, like, quiet sometimes, only for a moment. And I don't really have enough time to warn you. I don't want you to turn off the video. And you know what, maybe I should write that in my little thing, the description or something like that, so that people will understand that, you know, this is what happens. But you're going to get a genuine, quality reading. I guarantee. Yeah. Aries, for this week, I gotta stay focused on my Aries for this week, for the next week. So, from today, which is Thursday, to next Thursday. So this reading is going to be, you know, like pertaining to, I don't know, the next 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 days. Okay. I don't know why that would end up in. How far along we are, because like on this new film that I broke already, the numbers are white. I don't even know why they do that. Like, what is that about? Anyway, Aries. So check this out, and then you see me shuffling. The 5 of Pentacles are out as well. Now they were, and that was the first card that came out in the reading that I discarded. And so it wants to come out again. Oh, it's just ironic how things occur. I'm telling you. I'm not going to take these because I'm not. Got the 2 of Swords. You have got the Star, and Aries, you got the World. Yes, indeedy, sweetie. You've got Justice. Okay, and you've also got the Emperor. What's going on here? You have the Moon. OMG. And you've got 10 of Swords. Ooh. And then you've got Strength. Aries, here's what I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. This is an excellent reading. Excellent. Mwah. Who could ask for anything more? I think not anyone. Okay, first of all, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. You have 7 major arcana. None of which are the Tower. None of which are like Dad. You say you've got strength as your outcome. So yeah, for by next Thursday, you're gonna be finishing strong. Now, I have been fixing this dress all day, but we're not here to talk about it now, are we? Aries, let me tell you here. See, so your first 2 cards, like I said, you've got the Hermit, and that's being influenced, or the Hermit is being brought down by 5 of Pentacles. So you are feeling like you're being left out, and good gracious, that thing fell again. It just like fell out again. Where did it go? Anyway, Aries, found it. Got caught up in this hair of mine. Please bear with me because I gotta figure out some other arrangement as far as my voice recording when it comes to these videos. Well, it just comes right out for no reason. And then the other thing that I've got, it's got like a cord on it, so I would have to leave the camera like super close. I don't want to do that. And you know what? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And if we have to start not complaining. Anyway, back to your reading, Aries. So how's I'm feeling about these first 2 cards? Generally, they say that the first 2 cards kind of like tell the whole reading. You know what I'm saying? And they do. I'll tell you this much here, though. You finish out strong because you got strength as your last card, your outcome card. Now, inside of your unconscious attributes, you know, the things you aren't aware of, you do have the 2 of Swords. Okay, so you're not aware that you're indecisive, I guess you could say, yeah. But what you are aware of, your conscious energies, you've got the Star, so you're consciously healing. Okay. And so, okay, that might be why you've decided to be in this hermit mode. You know you have to heal from something. And sometimes people just don't know, and they just don't get it. But you do. So it's almost as if I'm feeling like you are suffering misunderstanding. Like people may not understand why you are in seclusion, Aries. Okay. You understand. You know, in your old patterns position, you do have the World card. So there, you know, a cycle has been successfully completed. Yeah. Okay. And so, and this is what you were, you know, striving for completion prior to this week, prior to this Thursday, today. You were striving for completion, and you made it, okay? Anyway, once that is completed, though, your newer patterns that shall be influencing you for this week, you've got Justice. It's the Libra energy. So there might be some justice, you know, through a Libra person, Aries. But check this out, though, Aries. Your energy and your personality is shining through as an emperor. So it most certainly is your way. Period. And You know, the Emperor. It's the major arcana. You know, so you're doing things the way that you want to do them. You know, you're not asking, there's more that I want to dig into now, see, so let me figure this out. Aries. Anyway, you've got the Emperor, and this is as your personality, so you're coming through as yourself. I think that's kind of, sort of, maybe cool, I think, yeah. A little bit hard, rough, rigid. Nonetheless, you, though, it's yourself. You're showing up in your own reading. Most readers look at that. This is a good thing. You're just being yourself. You're being honest with yourself. You're being yourself, and taking care of yourself. No one knows how to take care of you better than you. That being understood, you're attracting this type of energy here. You've got the moon here, another major arcana. Cancer, Cancerian energy. You're attracting energy of the moon and Cancer and major arcana. So, I mean, what I'm liking thus far is that you conquered the world. You're healing. You conquered the world and you were not very decisive. Yeah, so you took a gamble or something like that. I feel like you lost something, though, Aries, and so you're outside of the clique. Either way, I'll get back to that momentarily. You're attracting to yourself a Cancerian energy, a Cancerian major arcana energy that is akin to your Emperor energy yourself. Or you could be coming off as a Taurus. But I just choose, I feel that you're just you right now. You're just being yourself. Anyway, this is what you are. You're fearing judgment and heartbreak, disloyalty, disappointment, vulnerability. You're afraid to be vulnerable because you don't want to get hurt, stabbed in the back, played, disrespected. You don't want to make any regrets. You don't want to have any regrets. And for some reason, I'm gonna say that with your Emperor moon thing going on, it feels to me like it's a possibility that you're feeling a little exposed. I think perhaps you're feeling exposed, and this thing fell out again. I'm gonna put it back in. I'm gonna keep it going, right, Aries? Yes, because this is for you guys and girls. Okay. So you are feeling like a little bit exposed right now. I'm looking at the first two cards still, though, and they're telling me that Aries, I don't know, like within the past week or 2 or 3, or maybe possibly even 4 weeks, like you had come up with something or had some idea about yourself. I think I want to say it's only about yourself. And it was not received with open arms or something like that. Like, it was almost received as you being you is being criticized. And as a result, you've come to a point in your life, you're at a phase or something like that right now where you're like, listen, I don't mind that you don't agree, but this is me, and this is how I feel, and this is what's going on. This is what has happened. This is what has happened to me, I'm feeling like also. This is what occurred, and I don't need your support. If you can't, I would love to be supported. Justice is on its way for you, Aries. I do not like being bad news givers, okay? Anyway, I'll tell you this much. You're healing right now. Something has occurred that you just don't agree with. There's been an injustice or something. And so you're being ostracized. Okay? You're being ostracized now. You might have a Cancerian best friend person, or, you know, someone that understands you, that is there for you to rely on them. You might have a supportive Cancer energy there. This Cancer energy has information about unknowns, or may be able to give you some, I don't know, some like other ideas, you know, about things. Okay? Here goes that thing again. I hope that this is going. This is a good reading. It's good for me. Finally, I'm tapped in, tuned in, and turned up. Turned on. I'm feeling this a lot. Okay. Anyway, Aries, so it looks like you might be counting on one or depending on a Cancerian energy. And it's the moon, so the moon represents things that are unknown. The Cancerian energy might have insight on some unknown additionals to your current situation, and you are afraid that it might not be in your best interest for them to share that insight. So you're afraid of being stabbed in the back, but you're counting on them at the same time. You need to communicate with them. For some reason, I'm feeling that there is not a lot of communication. Aries, I am you're going to need to communicate. That's my advice to you. Now, I don't like to I strive to not be like giving people advice or telling people like what to do, but you're going to need to communicate. You know, you've conquered the world thus far. You did that with your eyes closed and your hands tied behind your back, and you didn't know which way to go. You know, so you got your unconscious energy that's affecting this reading is the Two of Swords. You know, you got the One of Swords. It's a bright, clear, clean idea. Moves into the Two of Swords, which is iffy. And then, you know, if you decide to progress, which I feel that you progress, you go into the Three of Swords, and that's just utter, you know, like disappointment or something like that. I mean, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Six, etc. You know, I think out of the Swords suit, I don't know, I think I've got like one card that I can never deal with. And it's the Ace of Swords. And perhaps the Six. So the Ace, the One Swords, or the Six Swords are my favorite, or would be my ideal sword cards. Every other card can suck it. With a lemon. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I know that's too maybe. Anyway, so what have you got affecting your current situation and your future time? You've got justice, so there's going to be some justice served. Perhaps by an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Yeah. And you're just afraid that things do not blow up in your face. And I just really do not feel that they will. I feel that you're going to finish strong by next Wednesday or Thursday. Or 10, or, you know, we could take this out for 10 days or something like that. You're going to finish out strong, fierce, fiery, on point, and on top, as you should. Will you still be out? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my dark mirrors. Aries, because I don't know, I get like my decks right, and it's like one deck always has a part of that, so My dark mirror is just like resonate with my Mystic Mondays. Yeah. And ooh, you've got a revenge. Mm. Where's the book? I gotta find a book for this. You've got revenge on your mind. The number 23, which equals 5, which is an unstable number. Oh my. And okay, so your outcome card. It is the Strength card, Major Arcana, and it also does. It's a lion, a tiger, the lion, and it does look rather fierce and determined, strong. You're out for revenge. So who did this to you, Aries? I know. Got these other cards here that I like a lot. Yeah, you're out for revenge. You've got 2 swords there as well in my dark mirror card. The dark mirror kind of, I think that these, I'm so freaking irritated with it. My card's just flying all over the place. 1 second, please. Okay, messing up my dress. Okay. You've got confusion and rage. You're angry? Are you angry? Yeah. Aries, trying to be too angry, and justice is going to be served. Like I said, I'm not one to just go around giving people a whole bunch of advice, because we're all adults, and when you give someone one advice, sometimes from a tarot reader's perspective, it might come across as like judgy or something like that. I'm not trying to judge you, but I will say that I need to take my own advice when I say what I'm going to say. The only way that we can heal the world is if we let go of resentments and revenge. I am actually, like I said, in the process of doing it myself as we speak. I don't even know how to go to the people that I have let the resentments go about. I don't know what to even say to them and feel like mighty and powerful and strong, but I've let them go. And then the day that I did was not too long ago. It was, I don't know, maybe about around, I don't know, it was like maybe 2 weeks ago that I just had an epiphany and I let it go. Because I felt as though it's necessary. I won't say that I immediately decided to just be on the forgiving end of things, but I was holding on to a resentment that just was not getting any better, and it was just getting worse and worse, if anything. And so I chose to let it go. Now, the other people that are involved in this whole resentment dilemma, they may not realize that I've let it go because we don't speak. I let it go for Pete's sake, like to move forward, and I can't have, for me to reach a higher state of consciousness, and for me to be a better person, I need to let it go. I don't mean to, and I know it sounds cliche or churchy or what have you, but I have to let it go. It hurts. And revenge, I could call it my specialty. I could, but it wouldn't and does not serve me. It never has. Some of us are earth angels. Right now, at this time, we're supposed to just be good and better. So, my advice to you, Aries, you take and handle your business the way that you handle your business. And me, I don't judge you. Shoot me a line or something. Letting me know what the heck could possibly be going on. You've got rage and there's a lot of confusion. I did tell you though earlier that with this Emperor attracting the moon, well, there is some type of communication that needs to go on for justice to be served. For it to be clear, are you in hermit mode, not speaking with anyone? Are you being forced to be in hermit mode, not speaking with anyone? Are you being outcasted? I Don't. I mean, it could be any number of those things. You know, also with the outcasted energy comes from you, you know, being a little bit tad ahead of your time, you see. And people just may not be ready for what you are about currently. Either way, you are healing. You're doing it on your own, by yourself, intentionally, consciously. You've recently finished a phase of your life successfully. That's why we have the World card. You've got the new energy of justice, you know, right upon you. Your attitude, personality, and persona and energy that you're giving off is that of the Emperor. And you're attracting to you the Moon. You're afraid of being stabbed in the back. I don't know, again. But your outcome is that of strength. You want to finish high, long, high, good, and strong. So Aries, that is what I have for you. And let us cross our fingers and assume that this is going to be posted. I'll see you guys next week or sooner. I don't know. We'll see. You know, we'll see how things go. I've got the other signs to do. Aries, it has been a pleasure reading your tarot for this week. Yes, indeed. Take care now.